Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jack and he's Joe. Our group has a topic about how to cope with a fire accident. Now we are going to look at the tables of contents. First of all, we are trying to explain why we choose this topic. Next, we will explain how to use a fire extinguisher, proper behavior of fire accident in building, and fire prevention method. And before I tell you the purpose of this topic, have you ever been faced a fire accident? Most people don't have that kinds of experience. Actually, we can't predict that fire breaks out whenever and however and whenever. So we should know how to handle those accidents. Furthermore, we don't have enough education about how to cope with a fire accident. That's why it causes that we will be embarrassed and panic when fire breaks out in this classroom. So if you listen carefully our presentation, you can survive when fire breaks out in this classroom. Lastly, the most important thing is your life is priceless. You could lose your life because of fire breaks out. Our presentation will be important to maintain your life. And now I explain how to use a fire extinguisher. When fire breaks out, the early extinguishing the fire is really important. Above all, the most effective method is to use a fire extinguisher. You don't need to worry about how to use a fire extinguisher. It is easy to use. Just remember PASS. P of pull, A of aim, S of squeeze, S of sweep. First, P is pull, just for the safety pin at the handle, like this. Second, A is aim. Aim the hose at the base of fire. And now I give you a tip. Stay between 6 and 8 feet away from the fire because it is dangerous near the fire. Third, S is squeeze. Squeeze the hand. At this time, it is important to calm down and slowly squeeze the hand because the fire extinguisher is quite heavy and powerful. If you squeeze the hand in agitation, you can fall backward or wasting the fire extinguisher. So you should squeeze the hand slowly and calmly. Lastly, as we sweep, just sweep from side to side like a broom. Please keep in mind that always spray with the reverse wind beginning bottom of fire. To say in easy terms, turn back on the wind. And next, my friend Joe explained proper behavior of fire accident in building and fire prevention method.
Now I introduce proper behaviors when a fire breaks out in building. You can control a small fire by using this fire extinguisher, but you cannot against a big fire by using it. So there are three sections in method of handling a big fire. First, you should shout and push the button of a fire alarm. Second, you must go to exit. Third, you should cover your nose and mouth with wet towel and lower posture. First of all, when you perceive a fire accident in building, you should shout a fire and push the button of fire alarm. Let me show you.
Fire, fire!
Like this, it is important that you can notify a fire to other people so that they can evacuate from the accident earlier. At this time, don't forget it that one who notify a fire at first, report to fire station. The number is 911. Next. Do you take an elevator to move faster? How much? The answer is absolutely not. Even though you feel hurry up when you evacuate, you should go to exit for safety. It is principle that you should go downstairs, but you cannot because of big fire. You should go up to rooftop and wait for rescue. Once again, it is vital factor in this sequence that you should You have to remain calm down and unimpressed. Finally, when you move and evacuate in building, you should cover your nose and mouth with wet towel and lower posture like dog walking. Why do you have this acting? This is because you can protect death from suffocation owing to toxic gas. The death from suffocation holds first rank in the accident. Like this, the gas is very, very critical and dangerous. So by using wet towel, you can block the gas from to your nose and mouth, and by lowering posture, you can avoid the gas. At the end, I explained that prevent a fire accident. It is the most important that you should prevent about a fire. At first, you should lay a fire extinguisher in your view and inspect the equipment frequently. How do you check this equipment? It is simple that you can check the expiration date and pressure gauge of this point green section. Please zoom in. Secondly, you are well informed of method for evacuation and fire escape. I told you method of evacuation before, and fire escape means exit. Next, you should hold valve of gas stop and check gas leak. If around the valve bubble up with soapy water, the leakage are happened. Lastly, don't put anywhere inflammables like cigarette lighter.
Until now, we learned about how to cover the fire accident. In short, you need to remember past when using the fire extinguisher, and also notify, exit, and covering about fire accident in building. I think the most important thing is you'll be an expert if you remember our presentation. Thank you for listening.
Do you have any questions?
Is there any possibility that the fire alarm will not work? And if so, what should we do?
So we can use fire extinguisher.
And shout louder.
When the fire is on the building, you said we cannot really cook the fire when the fire is on the building.
Job explained how to evacuate the building. So lower posture and cover the mouth. So we wait just.
So what you mean is we can just shout fire so we can tell other people when the fire alarm is not working.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.